Hey everybody, this is Bill Williams. Welcome to another Trahan Creek Outdoors video. We're here in the middle of August and it is hot outside, but my organic garden is producing. So we're going to do a little harvest time video today. Coming up next. The hot weather and some daily rains are doing a tremendous amount of good for my okra. I have got it growing. It's up about waist high, and as you can see, we got ample amounts of pods everywhere, and I am busy harvesting them. Little pods, big pods, brand new pods, little bitty pods. There are just pods, and more pods out here. So okra's doing really well. I'm getting okra to put up. It is a heat-loving African plant that is just ideally suited for Mississippi climates, particularly here in Jackson. My helper's here this afternoon. Her name is Miha. She's out for her evening stroll around in the garden. This is her little play place. And where she is headed is back to the toad abode, which is back at the back, and she's going to go get a little drink of water out of the toad bowl, I guess we would call it. She absolutely loves to get her water out of the toad bowl. It's just natural rainwater, of course, but she likes it, prefers it a whole lot more than she would the chlorine-infested water that we get from the city, or even bottled water. So she'll get back there and get her a drink in a minute. Here at Trahan Creek Farms, we grow everything organically. Everything in this garden that you see has been grown without chemicals, pesticides, preservatives, growth hormones, nothing. It is just seed planted in the ground. Now, I will admit it's planted in very good growing medium, which consists of compost and some other components. So it's got grade A prime nutrients. It grows well. It fights pests off well when you do it this way. And as I say, everything is organic. What that means is you've got no chemical residues in this garden, so everything's natural. Therefore, I can have toads and birds and everything else that eats bugs living in the garden. There is nothing to jeopardize them. And I have a little toad boat at the back. You can see a video on it. I'll put the link up here on the screen if you'd like to see this toad boat and how I created it. But it does attract toads. We got a little toad pool in it, so my cat loves to drink out of it. Here she goes. Let's get busy with what we got to do. Looking at a few of my zinnias here, they're doing real well. A lot of monarch butterflies and so forth love these things, so I see them in the garden just about every day. And the zinnias are really pretty. You can actually eat the petals if you want to. Nice addition to salads. Got a bunch of little cherry tomatoes beginning to turn. I'm getting a few here and there and the other off of them. These were plants planted in the intermediate batch. I had an early batch, I had an intermediate batch, and I've got a later batch of tomatoes. So these are in the intermediate, and while they are full of green tomatoes, they haven't really started turning yet, but they are lush and they are growing well. So I'll get some, assuming the weather's going to cooperate. We'll get back here to the tomato plant patch in just a minute. As you see, my early batch of tomatoes planted first this year is just really coming into good production right now. It is August, This is not June or July. And this one has just gotten so lushed out here that it's actually dripping. It's a little bit overripe. We sometimes get so much rain that the plants just literally burst at the seams with moisture and juice. But anyway, we need to get them off. I put some tomatoes up yesterday. I'll put all of these up in the freezer unless I eat some, which I might. Sorry here. Work my way around the scarecrow stuff, I guess we'd call it. A little group of pie plants that flap in the breeze. This is designed to, or they are supposed to be, keeping our deer out. The deer don't realize that, so they're more or less not too scared of them. Let's get this big one back here. Yeah, they're all puffed out pretty good because of the rain. And it is getting later in the season. I've harvested a good bit of tomatoes off of these already. So we're not getting as good a quality of tomatoes. But still, that's today's little okra harvest and tomato harvest. Not too bad. Certainly tasty. With me, one person, that's more than I can eat. I don't actually like to eat okra. As a child, I was forced to eat a lot of boiled okra and fried okra, and I will not touch it either way. But I do eat it in gumbos, I eat it in soups, and I eat it in stews. So that's where all of these will wind up during the winter time, and since some of it maybe even in the summertime, the gumbo. But these will all go into soups and stews and gumbos. Okay, that's probably it for today. I thank you for joining me. If you're not a subscriber, we'd love to have you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get more videos. Do a lot of things out here on my land. You'll see a good variety of them, as any homestead probably would have. So if you're not a subscriber, we welcome you. If you do support my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Till next time, thanks for watching.